I was trying to prepare breakfast. Why I asked Michelle to go and be washing the plates. So this is what we are having for breakfast. So we are having custard for breakfast. This is when I just brought out the custard. This I would just got this custard honestly. So I was just putting three spoon for each plate. This is when I was just putting it for each. I brought 3 plates out so that it will be enough for us. So immediately I finished putting the custard in the plate, I returned it back. I got some water in the tap because I was just touching the water from the tap to know if it is cold water because I don't want it to be hot, so I can be able to use it to dissolve the custard. So this is when I was just dissolving it with cold water. I don't want it to be too light, yeah, so that it will come out very nice. So I make sure that it's a little bit thick while dissolving it. This is when I was just dissolving. I was trying to dissolve it properly so that it will not have lumps. So while dissolving, I was just bringing it up to make sure that it is a little bit thick. So by then the water have already boiled. So this is when I was just adding the hot water in it. This is when I was just pouring the hot water. So I made sure that I pour it properly. I did not really want to pour it more so that it will not be that light. Yeah, I just want it a little bit thick. So I have to add this and leave it a bit and pour it in another one again. So by then I have to return the kettle. I was like, okay, let me just turn it to know how thick it is. So I noticed that this particular one is not that thick, while the bigger one is very thick. I have to pour in the small plate, this the small one in the bigger one, and added some sugar. So by then after pouring it, I have to separate it. I have to add some milk and mix it properly. This when I was just adding the milk. I was like, okay, you guys should come and carry your food. I have to ask Michael to go and keep the milk in the remaining milk in the fridge. So I got up because we are going to be using bread for this. This is Abuja bread I will go from wholesale market. So I brought out the bread for us. So after we are already having our breakfast, after that, so I was like, okay, I will have some clothes that we need to wash. I have to put in a washing machine. I said, okay, this is a noodle that I need to arrange because when I was just taking the noodle to arrange it, the boss got balls. I was like, okay, let me just leave it aside there. By the time I'm through for what I'm doing, I'm going to arrange it. So after that, I remember that I did not put on the washing machine. I went ahead to put on the washing machine. While the clothes was washing, I was like, okay, this plate that the Michelle washed, let me just quickly dry the plate and put it where it's supposed to be. This one I will just clean up the plates. I have to put them accordingly. So by then I was like, okay, let me clean up the cabinet. This one I was just drying up the cabinet. I make sure that I cleaned up properly so that I can be able to do one or two things. So this is the jacket that my children wore. I don't know the reason why anytime the children they put on their jacket, whenever they come back, they always drop it anyhow. I was like, okay, let me just keep it where it's supposed to be and also arrange some other things. So these boxes I want to throw them away. They are recycled. I have to take in the bin outside. When I went outside, I was about to go outside. I noticed that the door was locked. I have to ask Michelle to get me key. So I have to open the door. This is when I was outside throwing the dead. So by then I have to ask Michelle to clear up the plate that they used to eat. So I was like, okay, let me just put the bin nylon. After that, this is the vacuum cleaner. The last time that I used this vacuum cleaner, I did not remember to clean it up. I decided to clean it up. So this when after cleaning it up, I have to plug it because I was using it to vacuum. This when I was just cleaning up the kitchen. I make sure that I clean up the foot mats properly and return it back. So while Michelle was washing up the plate that we use for breakfast. So this is the box of yam that I got from wholesale market. So I have to arrange it and put it properly. So this is when I was just cleaning up. So after cleaning up the living room and the kitchen and dining, so I was like, okay, let me just come and check if the clothes that I was washing is done. So guys, thank you guys for watching. Can you like and also comment for